Hey guys, it's Jessie here from Tonkadale in Minnetonka, Minnesota, and today we're talking about container gardening. At Tonkadale, we like to plant our containers in what we call a drop-in container or a liner. This is a 14-inch liner, and this will fit into a more decorative container on my front step. It's easier to work in this lightweight container, especially when you're switching out your containers through the season. When planting containers, I love to use our Tonkadale organic potting mix. It's got lots of great stuff that your plants will love all summer long. If you're new to container gardening, the first thing you need to decide is whether or not you have a sunny place or a shady place. Full sun areas are usually defined by 6 or more hours of sun. Now there are two different types of sun. There's morning sun, which tends to be a little bit cooler, and then there's afternoon sun, which tends to be a little bit hotter and more intense. So you want to pick your plants accordingly. If you're talking about a shade situation, that's usually a morning sun exposure, so the east or north side of the house. Morning sun is usually on the east side of the home, and that's a great place to kind of mix and match your sun and shade items. As you get really shady, you're going to want to trend towards more foliage. Just ask us if you have any questions. If you're new to container gardening, I want to show you a really easy way to get a big, amazing container with just a few simple steps. This is going to be a container for full sun, so I chose a geranium for my big color statement. And one thing that's really easy to do to get some instant color and instant show is just to grab a hanging basket, and this works for many different varieties, but I chose a geranium for our full sun location. Geraniums will bloom all summer long if you continue to deadhead them and fertilize them in the right way. So it kind of looks like a chocolate cake. And we can slice into it, or we can just kind of peel it apart with our hands. This one's nice and watered, so it's kind of drippy. So what I'm going to do is kind of open it up into sections so I can add the rest of my items to it. I'm loving this cordyline that we just got in. It's a big tropical plant, will tolerate full sun. We usually say that these tropical items tend to double in size throughout the season. This is called electric pink. And as we can see, we have a lot of soil volume here. We can knock some of that soil off the cordyline so we can fit it in our pot. I like to fill my containers nice and full. Therefore, they look amazing the instant you plant them. Look at that. Spike, that's cool. What are we thinking so far? We like? One thing I'm really digging this year is silver foliage. Oh no, I got him dirty. I'm so sorry. This one's called a senecio or angel wings, and this guy will get big. This, the cordyline and the geranium, is going to last long into the fall because they can tolerate cooler temperatures as those summer temperatures fade away. So I'm going to kind of put this guy up in the front so we can see it, and it has some space to grow. I might put one kind of adjacent in the back, and it's just so sweet. I've also seen it used as a house plant or an indoor plant, and I would expect it to get up into this area. This is another one of my favorites, Dichondra Silver Falls. I used it in my pots last year, and it grew all the way down to the ground. You can cut that back if you need to. So shake it up. I'm gonna put it right in the front. Trail down. Here's another one. Oh, it's so cute. Think about if your container is gonna be viewed all the way around or just from the front. If it's just from the front, you don't have to worry about as much happening in the back. It can be more flat. This Prince Tut grass is gonna be a nice kind of complement to the cordyline, and this just gets big and vase-shaped with these fluffy tufts on the top. Super awesome. You will not regret it. I love foliage, and so when doing containers, we always say foliage first, because you can really count on your foliage to be there if your flowers fade away. So I'd expect that Prince Tut grass to kind of grow up and in a vase shape. We might want some extra color, so I can achieve that using this Secretia Purple Queen. This is really a succulenty and can tolerate some harsh conditions like really hot sun and even shade and drying out in between. It does have that succulent fleshy leaf. So I'm gonna pop him right in there. He's definitely a him. And then I'm gonna put another one back here. This actually has a little cute pink flower in case you're interested. Of course you're interested. Are we having fun yet? We are having fun. So you might want a few more flowers. I think that would be advisable. I love lantana, and especially this Lucky Pure Gold. They smell amazing, and you might even have some visitors such as hummingbirds or butterflies coming to the lantana because they have tube-shaped flowers. We can put a little yellow right up front, and the lantana is great for hot sun all summer long color. I might double up here just so we get a nice mass color right in the front. I could put another lantana here. Oh, there's one. Ha! Just what the doctor ordered. RX Lantana. Get it? Like a prescription Lantana. RX Lantana. Okay, I love this. I'm in love with this, and I could plant this over and over again. You can mix and match your elements, but just if you start with that big chunky hanging basket, you can add in 3 or 4 foliages or 1 or 2, and then a little bit of color. And this will keep going all summer long, and I expect it to just get voluminous and beautiful. And we're ready to drop it in. Here's another great go-to sun recipe. If you need some height, you can do the staked mandevilla. They come in both red and yellow. And then we just repeated a pattern 3 times all around the base. So our pattern is 4 elements. We have Coleus chocolate drop, Petunia Miss Marvel, Wojo vinca vine, and our orange geranium. So these 4 items were repeated 3 times all the way around the pot. Let's take a few minutes to talk about shade containers. Kind of your basic go-to shade recipe is a fern, an ivy, and a begonia. And you can mix and match all sorts of colors, shapes, and textures within those 3 varieties, but you can also sub out. Like your fern is your tall thing. Instead of a fern, you could do an alocasia. We also have a beautiful caladium. Instead of your, well, look it, that's an ivy. This is called neon. And then we have these amazing begonias. These are big begonias, and they come in 4 colors. 2 have bronze leaves and 2 have green leaves, and there's both a pink and a red color in each leaf version. If that makes sense. These are amazing for both shade, and they can take a lot of sun. They'll get nice and big and beautiful all summer long. We have coleus, and then a hot up-and-comer are the sun patience. Now the sun patience are gonna grow and spread and keep blooming all summer long as you keep them well watered. And they can tolerate quite a bit of sun as well. Because we're using the caladium, the alocasia, and the ivy, we are gonna call this the shade container, but you can see here that there's a lot of versatility in these plants, especially if they're in a morning sun exposure. So the coleus, the begonia, and the sun patience are gonna love that bright early morning sun as well. All right, if you have that northern exposure, deep shade situation, I'm gonna recommend ferns and bromeliads. Bromeliads are so beautiful outdoors. They're gonna give you color in those dark shady areas. This mother fern is just gorge. And then we have Philodendron Brazil. So just 3 types of foliage, but an outstanding combination of items for a deep shade situation. Thanks for watching. You know what to do. Like and subscribe. We're happy to entertain any container gardening related comments, questions, or compliments in the comments below. Take these. You know a little. Oh! I'm like an inch off. Nope, nope, nope. Are we recording?
Yes.